Most people see a Dachshund and think of a cute, energetic sausage dog with a big personality. But beneath that iconic, elongated silhouette lies one of the most fragile skeletal systems in the canine world. Imagine waking up to find your best friend dragging their hind legs, paralyzed simply because they took a routine leap off the sofa. It's a heartbreaking scenario that happens to thousands of owners every year, often because they weren't aware of the silent dangers hidden in their dog's daily habits. Today, we're going beyond basic pet care to count down 8 critical, breed-specific mistakes that could cost your Dachshund their mobility or even their life. If you want to protect your long-bodied companion, you need to hear these warnings. Number 1. Never allow free jumping from heights. You must treat your Dachshund's spine like a delicate bridge that lacks center support. Their skeletal structure is unique. They have a long vertebral column supported by relatively short legs, which creates a significant amount of mechanical stress in the middle of their back. Allowing them to jump off a bed, a high curb, or a sofa sends a massive concussive shockwave through their vertebrae upon landing. This impact is the primary trigger for intervertebral disc disease, or IVDD, a condition where the discs between the bones of the spine bulge or burst. To prevent a catastrophic back injury, you should always provide ramps or specialized pet stairs and insist on their use. Remember, a single bad landing from a height as low as a foot is all it takes to cause inflammation, excruciating pain, or even permanent nerve damage. Number 2. Never let them roughhouse with large breeds. Dachshunds often possess a big dog ego, but they unfortunately do not have the big dog skeleton to match. Allowing them to engage in high-impact wrestling or play fighting with much larger, heavier dogs is extremely risky. A single accidental pounce, a heavy paw swipe, or a body slam from a larger playmate can easily crush a Dachshund's ribs or cause an immediate spinal collapse. Even if the larger dog is friendly, the sheer weight difference creates a dangerous environment for a dog with a vulnerable back. Always supervise their social interactions closely, and try to keep their primary playmates within a similar weight class to avoid accidental trauma. Number 3. Never attach a lead to a neck collar. Dachshunds are scent hounds with a powerful ancestral instinct to lunge toward interesting smells or potential prey. However, using a traditional neck collar during walks is a recipe for medical disaster. The sudden tension and snap that occurs when they hit the end of the leash can cause severe cervical disc damage or a collapsed trachea. Furthermore, pressure on the neck can increase intraocular pressure, which is dangerous for their eyes. To keep their neck and spine perfectly aligned, you should only ever use a Y-shaped body harness. A good harness sits low on the chest and wraps around the ribcage, safely distributing pulling pressure away from their sensitive throat and onto their sturdy skeletal frame. Number 4. Never tolerate even a single extra pound. Obesity is the silent killer of the Dachshund breed. Because of their elongated frame, even half a kilogram of excess weight acts like a heavy, sagging anchor pulling down on their spine. This constant tension wears out their spinal discs prematurely and makes every movement more hazardous. You should never free-feed this breed. Instead, strictly measure every meal using a kitchen scale or a standard measuring cup. If you cannot see a defined waistline when looking down from above, or if you cannot easily feel their ribs without pressing hard, your dog is in the danger zone. Keeping them lean isn't just about aesthetics. It is the most effective way to prevent back failure, heart disease, and diabetes. Number 5. Never encourage vertical begging postures. It might look charming when your dog sits up on their haunches like a prairie dog to ask for a treat, but this begging pose is incredibly hazardous for their anatomy. In this vertical position, the entire weight of their upper body is forced down onto the lower spinal discs, which were never evolved to support weight in that direction. Encouraging this behavior with treats or enthusiastic praise is essentially training your dog to injure their own back over time. You should keep all training and play strictly horizontal. ensuring all four paws stay firmly on the ground. If they naturally start to sit up, gently redirect them into a sit or down position to maintain a neutral, safe spine. Number 6. Never forget their belly is sensitive to cold. With their chests and stomachs hovering just 2 or 3 inches above the ground, Dachshunds lose body heat significantly faster than taller breeds. You should never force them to walk in snow, ice, or heavy rain without proper protection, as their underbelly can become dangerously chilled in a matter of minutes. Their thin fur on the stomach provides almost no insulation against the freezing pavement or wet grass. In cold climates, it is essential to use a waterproof, insulated coat that specifically covers the chest and abdominal area. If you notice your dog shivering or lifting their paws repeatedly, it is a clear signal that they are at risk for hypothermia and need to be moved to a warm environment immediately. Number 7. Never let their small size excuse bad behavior. Many owners fall into the trap of small dog syndrome, allowing their Dachshund to growl, snap, or guard toys because it seems less threatening than it would in a larger breed. However, an untrained Dachshund can quickly become a territorial and aggressive household tyrant. They are highly intelligent and independent thinkers, which means they require consistent, firm boundaries from the day you bring them home. You should treat their obedience training as seriously as you would for a German Shepherd. Using positive reinforcement to curb nuisance barking and territorial aggression ensures that your dog is a confident, well-adjusted companion rather than a source of stress for your guests and neighbors. Number 8. Never dismiss the early warning signs of pain. Dachshunds are famously tough and stoic, but they will show subtle, nonverbal cues when their back is starting to fail. You should never ignore signs like shivering when it isn't cold, a reluctance to look up at you, or a slightly hunched, roached posture. If your dog suddenly refuses to eat a favorite treat, hides under furniture, or yelps when you pick them up, it must be treated as a medical emergency. Catching a spinal issue in the first few hours can be the difference between a successful recovery through medication and a lifetime of paralysis. Always err on the side of caution. A quick trip to the vet at the first sign of stiffness can save your dog's ability to walk. By avoiding these 10 critical mistakes, you are providing your companion with the best possible chance at a long, vibrant, and pain-free life. And if you own a small breed like Shih Tzu, or you're thinking about getting one, you don't want to miss this next video on 10 common mistakes Shih Tzu owners make without even realizing it. Click here to watch it.